President Trump today dismissed concerns about North Korea's recent missile tests, publicly disagreeing with Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe. In Tokyo, the president held a joint press conference with Abe and said he's not bothered by the actions of North Korean leader Kim Jong-un.
I view it as a man, perhaps he wants to get attention, and perhaps not. Who knows? It doesn't matter. All I know is that there have been no nuclear tests. There have been no ballistic missiles going out. There have been no long-range missiles going out. And I think that someday we'll have a deal.
In contrast, Prime Minister Abe did express concern about North Korea firing short-range missiles earlier this month.
North Korea's May 9th short-range ballistic missile launch violates the UN resolutions, and it is extremely regrettable, as I have repeatedly said. But I would like to express my respect in the new approach taken between President Trump and Chairman Kim.
President Trump has had 2 summits with North Korea's Kim, but talks about denuclearization have stalled. The North said last week that nuclear negotiations will not resume until the U.S. eases sanctions. The European Parliament election results are in, and the center-right and center-left parties that ruled for years have lost some ground. Over 4 days of voting, turnout spiked to the highest since 1994. Anti-immigration nationalist parties made gains, as did liberal and green parties. Overall, though, parties that generally support the European Union will maintain a majority. Back in this country, the nation marked Memorial Day, honoring those who died in U.S. military service. Vice President Pence laid a wreath at the tomb of the unknown soldier in Arlington National Cemetery. He then paid tribute to those they left behind.
To the families of the fallen here and looking on, who sacrificed more than we can comprehend, know that the hearts of every American are with you today, and they'll stay with you every day.
Meanwhile, service members in New York unfurled a 100-foot flag aboard the USS Intrepid, now a floating museum. And cities and towns across the country held their own Memorial Day observances. U.S. health officials report 60 new measles cases were confirmed last week, making 940 cases already this year. It's the worst outbreak since 1994. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention say 26 states have reported cases so far. On the NewsHour, how Facebook is handling doctored video meant to mislead its audience. 2020 presidential candidates hit the trail over the holiday weekend. Searching for treatment with a military unit that's lost more members to post-traumatic stress disorder than in combat, and much more.